Now, I think we'll talk about this chapter that is we are into the 3.4 point that is application development frameworks, and to which we have talked about the programming language frameworks. And in yesterday's lecture, we have gone into detail about the different types of web applications frameworks available in market. Now, for this one, that today's session is especially dedicated for the frameworks which are required, which are being used for Android development applications. So we'll move towards this part, that is which all different elements, different what we call as frameworks are available for creating your Android application. So that's it. Yeah. Okay. Yes, we have landed over here. We have yesterday we have talked about different five types of five recently used frameworks for your web application. Apart from that, these nine frameworks we have discussed. Now, to in today's session, we'll be talking about the frameworks which are used for Android application. Now, everyone knows the Android application nowadays has been used everywhere. Now, in Android application, can make this application can be your payment gateway also. It can be a gaming application also. It can be a video application also where you will be watching the videos. It might be an audio music player also, so you can just get a audio songs from your applications also. So different applications with the different scenarios with different perspectives are available in the market. Now, for creating those application, taking the help of Android, we are using we are creating a small application that are integrating graphics, that are integrating animations. So whenever any what do we call as a mobile application is created, it is being created considering the graphics. It is being created considering the animation, special features and functionalities. So for that purpose, we need to know the different types, because core development is not that much simple as far as Android is concerned, because that person should need to be very much familiar with the recent trends and its portability, because there are different mobiles that are been using this Android. It might be Samsung, or it might be a Vivo, or it might be Oppo, because there are different platforms, different mobile companies are available, but all are using this Android programming for the purpose of executing small application into your mobile. For executing and for creating, the developer need to be understanding the frameworks, because framework will help them to check, to verify whether this application is executable on XYZ mobile or ABC mobile. So different mobiles, because each mobile have different screens. The size of a screen of each mobile is changing. So the part is that we need to be very much specific about the resolution of the what we call as applications. For that purpose, it is much more preferable that whenever you are want to be, or you are thinking about becoming an Android developer, you need to know the different frameworks which are available in market, and on that framework only it is only feasible that you can create a wonderful application. Now, first application I want to discuss with you, that is Corona SDK and Android. The name itself is Corona. Now, this name, this because the image you see that is looking like a Corona. So basically the name itself is based on the name of the logo. So the logo of this Corona SDK framework is like this, and it was been launched in 2009. It was been launched in 2009. Now see, it is considered that the world most advanced 2D mobile development platforms for both Android and iOS. This is one of the best, we can say that it is a two-dimensional mobile development platform, that is Corona SDK. This is one of the platform which is most preferably be peoples of Android developers are using this in your real life scenario. Now, for what purpose this framework has worked is so much, because it is mainly popular for Android gaming development. So whenever you want to create any game application in a two-dimensional, it is always preferred to go for this Corona SDK platform. That you need to understand. Okay. An instance feature of Corona SDK is that it is enabled to 10x times faster development process than the most. So the 10 times faster development process is one of the quad as a pro thing about your Corona SDK. Now, second thing is that the most than Android application, usually whenever you're using only a single code base, so it is using a single code base, and the core SDK is able to build an app and game for mobile and desktop. So whenever this you are using this platform, your application will be executed on mobile also, and it can be used with some configuration on your desktop also.
Now, this framework is available for both Windows and Mac. So, open source application, that is Mac operating system, and paid, that is proprietary operating system, that is Windows. It is applicable. You can use on both the platform itself. Okay. Now, Corona employs Lua for its app breaking frameworks. Lua is a multi-paradigm programming language that is easy to learn, light-weighted, and robust in nature. Now, nowadays we are using Java and some other technologies or scripting languages are used. Now, in the Corona, you can use Lua, Lua. This is one of the programming languages used for the creating what you call as a gaming application. So this framework, that is your application can be supporting, your framework will be supporting a Lua programming language, and it can be used because it is a lightweighted, easy to learn, and it is robust in nature. So that's why it is most preferably used for the gaming purpose only. Moreover, it is included more than 1,000 of built-in features. That is, whenever you are using this platform, it has a ready-made features. We call it as a API. It has a multiple plugins, ready-made plugins available over there. It has a dynamic, advanced, diversified platform. So whenever you are changing a platform, dynamic websites, your dynamic applications can be executed on a dynamic platforms. This is one of the basic features why these people have moved towards this what we call as Corona SDK platform. Now, the famous games which are available is that is Angry Bird. I think everyone has used this in your mobile. So this is one of the application which is created with Corona SDK. Then Fun Run, then Car War Car, and many some different types of. But basically, Angry Bird is one of the application. Basically, most of them has used in their life. So this is one of the application, an output of Corona SDK for Android application. Is this clear to everybody? The Corona SDK framework. Yes. Why we are using? Because it is basically used for the gaming application. It is 10 times faster from any other. It is lightweighted, easy to understand. It is robust, and it is accessible on any platform. That is a Windows platform or a Mac operating system. It is executable on Windows mobile also. It is executable on desktop also. That's why it is much more useful for you. Now, second framework. Shall I we move to the second framework? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The second one is Sanchez Tough for Android. Sanchez Tough. This is one of the framework which is used and especially focus on creating a native application, mobile application is often donated to one of the best Android development framework for the community itself. Now see, now this Android Touch framework is using JavaScript and HTML5. See this, we are here. It was using a Lua type language. Here we are using JavaScript and HTML5 that allowing it to build a dynamic and comprehensive app. Now, Android application built using this, what you call as a platform, is incorporate hardware accessible techniques. So it is using a hardware accessible techniques, and there are 50 UI components. So basically, whenever you are want to create an application that will be accepting some text content, or you want to use some predefined or ready-made user interfaces. So in those situations, it is always expected that you should move towards Sanchez Touch framework. Now, in this Sanchez Touch framework, 51 UI ready-made framework components are available, and this framework help us to develop a eye-catching Android application. So this is one of the best thing, that is you can create a eye-catching applications, excellent application that can be created that can fetch the what you call as a focus of a user for using that application. So this is one more platform. It is also added a distinct feature such as richness in building animations and for smooth scrolling in the apps. So the applications which are need to be having a more scrolling effect or more having a more animated effect, in those situations, it is always preferred to go for this type of framework. Now, this is high. There is high degree of compatibility and respond touch features. So basically, whenever you want to create application which are focusing on touch screens, and so in those situations, it is used. Now, Swift execution. Now, Swift is one of the programming language which is used for creating an application on and what you call as iOS, that is Apple operating system need uses Swift programming language, whereas your regular mobiles use Android frameworks for executing this. Now, whenever you are using this Sanchez Touch, it is used that is compatible, and whenever you want to make more swift and responsive application in those situations, this type of framework is used. Now, third one, that is Apps Builder. Now, Apps Builder is a unique app building framework that is based on HTML and support a codeless UI. So there is ready-made user interface. You can just drag and drop it, and you can use this in your real-life scenarios. Now, this app builder is well suitable, especially for building information-based Android application. The framework drag and drop. See, thing is that you don't need to code something, because here you can use a drag and drop feature, and there are lot many components available over here, and you can just use those components by just dragging and dropping into your code. Now, due to this, what has happened, the applications can be created quickly and easily. So whenever you want to go for fast development of your mobile application, you can go to the name called as an apps builder. Basically, small industries are using this application, the framework, because here there is only a drag and drop, and you can create a wonderful application in very fast way. Now, this app comes with a built-in block that includes suitable such as feedback. So whenever you are using this, it will be giving you ready-made things, that is feedback, content, updates, pools, push, and notification, and much more. So this is nothing but a ready-made bundle for creating any application. Perhaps the best feature of Android framework is that it integrates comfortable with Google Play, cluttering a social media presence. So majorly it is used in Google Play. You can go for fast downloading the application using on a Google Play for the applications which are created in the app builders. Now, React Native, this is one of the recently used frameworks. Nowadays, people are creating an application of React Native. Now, what is this React Native? It is, I told that it is a recent one. So just 5-6 years before, it was being used for creating application of your mobile. Now, this React Native was being created in 2015, and it is open source and cross platform. So this is one of the best feature it has, that is it is open source and it is cross platform, and it is used for the purpose of creating social media like Facebook. So you see the Facebook which is you are using on your mobile is being created using React Native framework. Now I think everyone is working using that Facebook app. So you see that Facebook app can be used, can be downloaded on any platform, and it can be used at any situation in any scenario. So it is working with a small low bandwidth also of data, and high bandwidth of data also. So it is supporting very fastly, and it get downloading very fast, and it gets uploading very fast. So downloading, uploading, all features which are related to the from the client to the server, that can be handled very efficiently, because you are posting something on your Facebook through your mobile that need to be highlighted immediately, or that need to be updated into database very quickly. For that purpose, React Native is one of the platform where it has been used. Now, what is there in this React Native? Whenever you want to create this application, JS libraries are available over here, and there is a built apps on here. Using this, you can create an application for Android also and iOS also, and it is cross-platform characteristic. So once your application is there, you can very swiftly you can change this application into another platform also. Now, React Native is built in UI components. So ready-made, all are built-in components. You can use those APIs, and you can develop an excellent Android application with natural look and greater performance. Natural look and with a greater performance. That's why it is more preferably be used in the market from 2015. Now, nowadays, the developer seems to face difficulties such as iteration period, code-based differences, imperative programming, etc. Because there are huge problems whenever you are moving towards the Android application. But whenever you are using a React Native, it will be helping us to get a best solution for your problems and making leading Android application framework. So this is one of the leading application framework which is used nowadays. Now you can get example like Instagram, Airbnb, and Tesla. These are the built-in native apps with taking the help of native, that is a React Native. So Instagram, if you are using a Facebook, if you are using, both applications are being created taking the help of React Native. Is it clear to everybody? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, next one, Xamarin. Xamarin is owned by Microsoft. You know that Microsoft, whenever it is open source, everywhere the Microsoft people will be doing something, they're creating their own framework. So there is one more framework called as Xamarin. This is one of the framework which is being created by Microsoft. Keep in mind, it is a product of Microsoft, And again, though it is in Microsoft, it is still an open source framework because it need a huge platform for using it. And whenever we say Microsoft, surely the .NET is used as a programming language. So we are using a .NET frameworks, and it is again a cross-platform framework. So though it is Microsoft copyrights, but it can be used on different platform also. Now the programming language here is used is C Sharp, because in .NET there is only one programming language of Microsoft, that is C Sharp. So you can use C Sharp or you can use XAML. The code sharing features is backup coding time for developing the number of bugs during the development process. So the drawback of this is that the set of bugs, the more number of bugs are being created, it is very difficult to handle those bugs. So this is one of the drawbacks. That's why it is not there in the market that much. But still, if you are a developer using a C Sharp, you want to do an application, you want to create an application, it is only one thing, that is you can use Xamarin. But using this framework, you can see the wonderful application which are working in the market, that is uh, Pinterest or Siemens or World Bank application. Even World Bank app is also being created, that is mobile app is being created using this framework. Though there are some drawbacks of this framework, but still it is used widely by this different companies. So upcoming hands are Visual Studio IDE. Now you can check this Pinterest also. See, this is one of the very excellent website where you can what you call as getting more information. So you can see that this is again one more thing, that where you can create an online presentation also. Just like a Microsoft Office, you can use this in online also. So there are some different platforms, this different application being created using the same framework. Now next one, App Celebrator Titanium. Now this is SDK. See this, it is a software development kit is already available, and again it is open source platform. And one thing you have to keep in mind here, single JavaScript code base is required. Single Java based code is required. Here in the previous example, C Sharp was the code or XAML was the programming language. In React Native, you have used different JavaScript libraries also, but here it is single JavaScript coding you have to use for this. We call it as App Accelerator Titanium. Now, JavaScript helps us the framework to build a highly effective and robust Android application. Now, this is one of the applications that feature for the developers can create a multiple platform application to deploy around 60 to 90% of the existing code. So just with 60 or 90% of code, you can execute it on your system very efficiently. Now it can be used on Android operating system also. It can be used on iOS also. It can be used on Windows, different flavors of Windows also. That is universal Windows. It can be used to help HTML5 also, and on a BlackBerry platform also. Now Android application which are built with using this framework has an advantage of using a hardware specific features which include Android menu button, then OS centric controls, that is operating system centric control, and platform appropriate notification also. So ready-made mobile Android system can be used for creating some applications over here. Now companies which are working that you will find is Mitsubishi is one of the biggest company in automobile. It is the company using this what is called as a Titanium framework for their development also. GameStop is one of the website company that is using creating a different applications for gaming. And there is Logoland. This is one of the applications where different logos can be created online. Are you clear with this? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, last one, this is Ionic framework. We have covered this Ionic framework in the previous example, that this is the framework when basically used for with JavaScript. So JavaScript, CSS, and HTML5, these three technologies can be binded together with taking the help of in 2012. The name of the framework is Ionic, and it is free. It is open source. But thing is that you need to know a lot many things about JavaScript, then only it is possible. Next application is Flutter. Now, Flutter framework is the latest. Now, see the previous Ionic. I want to share some examples. That is a Pacifica or your Airbus. This is one of the applications which are created. And most important thing about this using this Ionic framework is that you can get a support for camera also, and you can get a huge support to your GPS system also. So the application which are focusing on GPS and all those things, in those situations, it is always preferred to go for Ionic platforms. nowadays whatever applications are available, it is being created taking the help of GPS, the geographical system. Whenever you want to look at something, now GPS is nowadays more preferably used with all applications. So for that purpose, this framework is booming from 2012, and it is working more efficiently. Now in Flutter, as we have told, that it is a mobile application with ready-made SDK, and it is the latest in the line of mobile application because it is now recently been developed. And see, it is again owned by the Google. It is owned and maintained by the Google. That's why in the coming days the Flutter will be flirting like anything. So because Android is the programming language of Google, and Flutter is the framework of a Google. So 100% in future we'll find this framework will be moving very fastly with the people, because it was developed in 2017 and now it is just 2021, just 2-3 year old framework is available. Now this framework is helping us to execute a program on Android operating system and then iOS also. One more important thing about this is that the Flutter framework has have heavily used for two-dimensional effects on your mobile. It is basically used for reloading and loading features. It has a ready-made user interfaces. It has a huge set of unit and functional tests. So as far as the testing of any application is concerned, is always preferred to go for Flutter. Now the corporates such as the companies which are using this framework is Google by default, then Caption One and Tencent. These are the organizations which are using this application more efficiently. Now the ninth version, that is ninth framework which is available, that is PhoneGap. The logo of PhoneGap is like this. The logo of Flutter is already displayed like this. The PhoneGap is again an open source framework because Android itself is a framework. So here every framework which you are seeing on a screen, all are open source only. So it is again, whenever we are talking, the PhoneGap is one of the framework which is handled by Adobe and Apache. So these are the two companies who are looking the community from these two companies, that is Adobe and for Apache. These are working for the development of PhoneGap. This is one of the framework. And in this framework, you will find the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, or the three different technologies are used more efficiently. Beside, Android and other operating system can be used. So PhoneGap is used for creating different application on different platform also. Now developers prefer this framework because it is allowing them to view and check the changes that make at the same time on the same work. So as far as the debugging of the application or execution and look and feel of application is concerned, if you want to check immediately and you want to test the flavor of your application, it is always preferred to go for PhoneGap because it is the product of Apache and Adobe. Now next one, NativeScript. NativeScript is one of the application which is used by the different companies like Xerox, Dell, and Microsoft. Now NativeScript is supporting by what is called as one of the company called Telerix, and it is basically an open source. As I have discussed, that it is open source, and there are ready-made SDKs. Now this is what we call the framework which has extended Vue.JavaScript. And you'll see that this is taking the help of JavaScript and it is creating an application for both iOS and Android applications. So Microsoft boosted applications are always on a NativeScript. Now jQuery Mobile is another platform which is available where HTML5 is focused. So whenever you want to create an application that will be helping you to display your website, rather than gaming application, it is always preferred to go for jQuery Mobile because it is web application. Whenever you want to convert your web application into your mobile application, it is always preferred to go for jQuery Mobile. And basically the companies which are used, that is Yext, Olix, and Saita. This is all the various companies which are using this one. It is the most preferable, excellent Android framework available over here, where you can convert a web application into your mobile application. So that's why it is working nowadays, because people are moving from web application to your mobile application. So for that purpose, it is more preferable to go for jQuery Mobile. And the last application, that is your Sprout Core. Now Sprout Core is an Apple development open source JavaScript framework. It is for Apple development and it is being developed by Apple and it was developed in 2008. The name of the framework is Sprout Core. and it is containing a JavaScript libraries. And whenever we are talking about Apple, 100% that there is something ready-made. So we have 50,000 tools. 50,000 ready-made tools are available for writing and for dragging and dropping different components into the screen. So huge set of what we call as toolkit available, and is basically used for creating application that will be executable on a browser, that will be containing routines, that will be containing different UI components, that will be tested automatically, and that will be using deployment tools also. So the huge platform created by the Apple for the upcoming days. So is it clear to everybody? The different 12 frameworks of only creating an Android application. Anyone knows apart from this, out of this 12, any more frameworks available in market? Yes, anyone knows? We have discussed these 12 frameworks, but anyone knows apart from this some more frameworks which is working in industry nowadays, or people are preferring that framework more compared to this 12 one? Yes, anyone knows? Or you know any framework for the purpose of Android development? Any framework? Do you know? No? Vishal? Yes, Vishal. Do you know any framework? Rushikesh? Rushikesh, do you know any framework for creating Android application? Dhanasri? View? और कौन सा? Anyone? Now today's homework is that you search. मैंने बहुत सारे frameworks बताए आपको 12, that is core SDK. Now this core SDK is ready-madely available. आप जब भी Eclipse के अंदर कोई भी Android का application बनाना चालू कर देते, by default core SDK is working. This is one of the platform. 80% people are using this platform. 80% of people are using this platform. This is the only platform. लोग Eclipse के ऊपर, कोई लोग IntelliJ IDEs के ऊपर execute करते, but the framework is Corona SDK. Okay. Now you can search anything on Google, and you can we'll meet in tomorrow's lecture, and we'll have a discussion on the remaining part of the chapter. For if you have any doubt, you can speak with me now. Yes, any doubts as far as the syllabus is concerned, about chapter 3 is concerned? I think we have covered many things, many frameworks. But what you have to do is that you have to mug up the names, and you need to go into detail about the different frameworks. Then only it is feasible and it is possible to remember the name. Otherwise, it is very difficult. At least 5 to 7 frameworks should be there in your dictionary, where you can mug up and you can speak about that frameworks very efficiently. At least 5 to 7 frameworks minimum. Okay. So we'll meet in tomorrow's lecture. But till then, I will want to take an attendance. Just a second. Okay. Okay, sir. Good day, and we'll meet tomorrow.